But let's move on and let's talk about what's happening with Capri Global, especially given their latest partnership with Union Bank as well as SBI. So let's just try and understand the contours. Rajesh Sharma, the MD, joins in on the show right now. Rajesh, hi, good morning. Good to have you on the show. Elaborate a little bit more about this co-lending pact that you've signed with Union Bank as well as SBI. What are the synergies that come on the table, and what really is the AUM growth that you anticipate?
You. This is a very strategic, great collaboration with largest bank of the country. State Bank is also so this partnership is about addressing the credit need of MSME borrowers where bank is not able to lend them because they do not have adequate income to fulfill some of the criteria they do. So here the low cost fund of bank will flow in through us along with the collection efficiency for ours and origination and underwriting capabilities of these kind of customers. So this is a collaboration between the two organizations to address the need of MSME borrowers. In these loans, 80% fund will be given by the banks, State Bank and Union Bank, and 20% will be invested by us. So this will be very ROE accretive. Besides, this will give a deep reach along with the strong partner with us. And once this takes off in a full swing, I think NBFC is a sector whosoever is doing co-lending may not require that large amount of loans for growth. If they are able to maintain their asset quality, I think funds will not be a problem because every time bank will invest 80%. So this is a huge step. Some technological integration will happen, and with that, I am sure the large lending will be possible in this. So this is a very great move, and at Capri Global, we intend to capitalize this with the achieving a growth of about 22 to 27% in the next 3 to 5 years.
Sure. You've been laying, Rajesh, a very strong focus on MSME growth. Given that MSMEs account now for 50% of your total AUM mix, wanted to understand what your own outlook is on the MSME sector and what are the data points suggesting in terms of, the cash flows returning.
And if economy is growing, MSME is an important part and backbone of it. They are a service provider or large industry. So when the economy growing, service sector is growing, MSME more orders, more work, more business, and they will mount to grow. They are cost efficient, small units, run right from tier 3, tier 4 down to in the support system of the large industry. So I believe that MSME, any part of the economy, talk about India, there are almost 51 million units out there informal. And that is where we are targeting. If we see even post COVID, the first something has bounced back is the MSME sector. Of course, the COVID has impacted the asset quality and those cases have been restructured. But whether the new stress is building up, answer is no. And MSME is a sector which, because of their efficiency, they will bounce back fast, which have done. Collection trend are showing that, and I clearly see there's a great demand with all the NBFC and whosoever is catering to the MSME sector. And with further impetus of the government and RBI on not only MSME but overall growing the economy, if India has to target the 5 trillion economy, there is no way this sector will not boom. And that is where we are trying to capitalize, and hence we are targeting, as I said, growth of 22 to 27% next 3 to 5 years.
We're just going to try and, repatch that line. Capri Global is back with us. Hope we have you on a better connection this time. Here's hoping for that. I'll repeat the question that Aisha was asking you, which is to do with MSMEs. Considering they account for 51% of your total assets under management, you're in a fantastic position to help us understand what's happening on ground with MSMEs being the backbone of this economy. Have you started to see a recovery of sorts? And Have cash collections also improved?
Yeah, so as I said that when economy, if India is aiming to achieve a 5 trillion economy, the MSME are also bound to get their share in this growth. And MSME is very, very important part of the economy in terms of service sector or supporting to the larger industry. So when overall economy is growing, MSME is going to grow, and clearly we are able to see in our cases that demand of the loan is back. We are all time at high disbursement. We are last year also we achieved a growth of about 20%. This year again we are targeting a 25% growth. Next 3 to 5 years we are aiming about 22 to 27% kind of a growth target. Collection efficiency is better, which is giving us confidence to continue this growth momentum. And we clearly see in the MSME space, there is a formal segment, there is an informal segment who do not have an income proof. So even there are more players are welcome to support the MSME to get growing and get their capital need and debt need fulfilled. So we are quite optimistic based on the data, based on the collection efficiency. We hope that this growth momentum will continue, and will get our pie of share in this growth.
Okay, so you're seeing certainly an uptick when it comes to the MSME space, and like you're saying, they must get a piece of the action as well when you're talking about the economy expanding. What about credit growth? So much has been talked about credit growth from the private sector lenders, particularly those with a retail book, to even the public sector banks. We started seeing a re-rating. There's been a clarion call from the government as well about giving an impetus to credit growth. What have you seen?
So credit growth, if we talk about as far as our company is concerned, we are able to grow our book. We have a small base, maybe because of that. But if we talk about larger, the PSU banks is not able to show significant growth because they are not new industrialization plants are coming up. And even some of the new account they are taking over are getting refinanced. So one overall basis credit is not growing with them in an expected manner. But now it was the also reason that COVID has slowed down the economy in various sectors, which now hopefully COVID is behind us, and we should see the growth momentum back in terms of road, in terms of real estate, in terms of more sector. So we hope that credit will be back, but let us see. We have to see the overall basis whether the credit grow with the in a overall our national level or not. So far, it has not shown that healthy trend. Um, Besides some private sector bank, PSU bank have not able to show it with that upward 10%.
Mr. Sharma, we're speaking at a time when there is a worry or a fear globally of the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 virus. I'm just trying to understand from the perspective of your business, how do you forecast? How do you look forward? Your investors are probably trying to understand what the trajectory is going to be over the next 3 to 5 years and the quality of the book. Because if there is a pressure on account of the COVID-19 pandemic that continues, will that not have some bearing on the quality of your book?
So, if I am not the expert to comment on Omicron, how contagious it will be, but what limited I have read and I came to know that Omicron can be contagious, but it will not be that harmful. And I'm sure that some or other vaccination improvement will find to tackle that. Having said that, if it impact everybody, it is going to impact us also in some of the sector of the travel of the which is related to the movement of the people, and I don't think we are going to see lockdown again unless it goes very. So it is very early stage to say that how this the new virus variant and mutation is going to impact everybody. It is a too early stage, but if we talk about credit quality, if we go again lockdown and all, then of course it impacts. It impact everybody and impact us also. But we hope that it is behind us, and even though it comes, It will be the numbers that our healthcare system can handle this. I think the problem happens that number of cases are so high that our healthcare system is not able to cope up with this. That is right. So even if we see 30, 40,000, 50,000 cases per day, which can be resolved in, then I think we still can cope up with this. But this is all our hypothesis. We do not know how small it would be or how contagious it will be.
Absolutely. Let's hope that it is what you're saying, and in fact, it proves to be something that we can get past easily. Mr. Sharma, thank you so much for joining us and for taking the time. Pleasure speaking with you. All right. Now, Slice has become India's latest unicorn after the fintech